Okay, very well. Okay, our today's lesson is about something called the electric lamps. The electric lamps is one of the light sources in our daily life. So, do you know the electric lamps? Sure, you know, you always see electric lamps everywhere, but it is known that the sun is the main source of light in our daily life. So my question for Yasin is, Yasin, I have a question for you. The sun, is it an artificial source or a natural source of light? Yasin, Fatma, Judy, can anyone answer?
I'll answer you.
Okay, go on.
The sun is uh,
Is it a natural source or an artificial source of light?
natural source.
It is a natural source. Good job, thank you. So the sun is the natural source in our daily life. But in the old centuries or in the past, man felt that daylight is not enough. So he started to search for artificial light sources, such as fire torches, candles, and oil lamps. For example, we know that man used to live in dark, especially when the sun went down. So what happened then? What happened to the man? Let's read these important notes with ourselves. After the discovery of electricity, man used the electric lamps instead of fire torches, candles, and oil lamps. And here are the structures and the shapes of the candles, oil lamps, fire torches. This is the candle, and this is the oil lamp, and this is the fire torch. So you may ask a question, why man uses the electric lamp nowadays instead of using candles, oil lamps, or even fire torches? Easily because look at this important note you may be asked about. The electric lamps represent a constant source of light. What is meant by a constant source? A constant source means a continuous source, a fixed source of light that is clear. Electric lamps are clear, bright, it gives us huge amount of light, and free of smoke. It has no smoke, vapor, or even odor. So, Mister, here is a strange word that I cannot understand, which is odor. What is meant by odor? Okay, odor means a bad smell. Do you know it? A bad smell? Okay, odor means a bad smell. So now we will have to determine and define this important definition. What is meant by electric lamps? What is meant by electric lamps? Okay, electric lamps, they are tools. They are tools. What made a mister? What it make? They convert the electric energy into light energy. So I have a question now for Yasin. Okay, Yasin, you raised your hand. Yasin, can you tell me or do you agree that we can get light energy without
Yes,
electric energy?
mister.
Okay, can we get the light energy without electric energy? Do you agree?
Yes, mister.
We can get light energy without electric energy. Do you agree with this, Jana?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, can we get light energy without electric energy?
No,
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 No, we
No, we
can't get the
can't.
light energy. Yes, that's okay. We cannot get the light energy without we have the electric energy. So this is an important definition for all of you that you have to memorize. What is meant by electric lamps? Electric lamps means they are tools that convert the electric energy into light energy. And if we don't have electric energy, we can't get light energy. Now, we have two types or the types of electric lamps. We will study in this lesson two important or popular electric lamps. First of all, we have light bulbs. Do you see the light bulbs? Already you
Yeah.
can see it. And also we have the second type of
Yes.
the electric lamps, which is fluorescent lamps. So how many types, Anas, of electric lamps do we have today?
Teacher,
Two.
Yes,
teacher,
Two.
this is a grade 5 or grade 6?
it is for grade 4, 5, and 6.
5 and 6.
4, 5, and 6, yeah. Okay, so my question for Anas. Anas, can you please tell me how many important electric lamps do we have today? Anas,
I don't know.
you don't know? I have told you that we have two electric lamps. First, we have the light bulbs in the picture. Do you see it? This one.
Yes.
Yes, and we have another type, which is the fluorescent lamp. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. Do you see it in your house?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you see it at your house?
Yes.
Okay, so I have another question for Jana. Jana, can you please tell me how we get the light energy? From what? From which energy? Which energy helps us to get the light energy? Judy, can you answer me?
Okay, Mister. We get the
Okay,
light
go on.
energy from the electric energy.
We get the light energy from the electric energy. Very well, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, now we have memorized, we have understood the electric lamps definition. They are tools that convert the electric energy into light energy. Let's continue. So now we will study, the light bulbs, which is the first type of the electric lamps. Okay, first of all, we have an inventor here. His name is Thomas Alva Edison. His name is Thomas Alva Edison. Before we start our lesson and we start explaining, do you love stories? Do you love stories? Yeah, you seem like to love stories. So I'm gonna tell you a very interesting story. Okay, just look at me. Look at me. Okay, I will tell you a very interesting and real story about Thomas Edison. Okay, Thomas Edison is the man who invented the light bulbs. Okay, so Thomas Edison was a child at school, like all of you. But one day, Thomas Edison went home and gave a paper to his mother. He said to her, "My teacher gave this paper to me, and he told me to only give it to my mother." His mother's eyes were tearful. She was crying as she was reading the letter to her child. She was reading, "Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him and doesn't have enough good teachers to train him. Please teach him yourself." So what happened then? What happened? So the message which his mother read to him wasn't the truth. It wasn't the truth. So many years after Edison's mom had died, Edison became one of the greatest inventors of the century. One day he found the letter. He found the letter which his teacher gave to him, and he opened it. The message, the real message written in the letter was, "Your son is stupid. We cannot teach him anymore. He is extremely stupid. Edison was crying while reading it. And then he wrote down in his diary, he wrote down an important note. What did he write? He wrote, Thomas Alva Edison was an extremely stupid child, but his mother turned him into the genius of the century. Is it a good story? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's very interesting. So what
Yes.
can we understand from this important
Yes.
story? We can learn from this story that the power of our mother's love for us always helps us to be successful in our life. So do not forget to kiss your mom before sleeping. Did you enjoy the story?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think my Wi-Fi is off.
Maybe you have some internet problems. Okay, so let's continue our lesson. We already know who is Thomas Alva Edison now. So Thomas Alva Edison is an American inventor who invented the light bulb. What is the light bulb? The light bulb is a tool that we use to lighten our houses, to lighten our cars, to lighten everything around us. So what are the uses of the light bulbs? We can use light bulbs lighting houses. We can use it for lighting our houses. We can use it for car lights, and also we can use it as torches. Okay? So let's continue. Now we will study. Okay, now we will study the components of the light bulb. Maybe you ask yourself, what is the light bulb? What does it consist of? Okay, I'm gonna show you. First of all, we have in order to understand what are the components of the light bulb. Okay, so now we will use, first of all, and the first step, we will check the light bulb with a magnifying lens. Can you see this magnifying lens?
Yeah.
We can see it. So we will use this magnifying lens in order to understand what are the components of the light bulb. Okay, so I'm gonna use it now. Do you see how the magnifying lens works?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have made it in a bigger size. So first of all, and the first component of the light bulb, the first one, we have a tungsten filament. This is called a tungsten filament. What is meant by tungsten filament? The name of this shape is called filament. But what about tungsten? Tungsten is a metal. It is a metal, like much metals or more metals we have in our life, like gold. Gold is a metal, and also copper is a metal, iron is a metal, silver is a metal, and so on. So this filament is made of what? Judy? This filament is made of what?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Metal.
It is made of metal. What type of metal? Is it made of gold? Ritash, is it made of gold? Salma? Who wants to answer? Okay, I'm gonna help you. This metal is called tungsten. Okay? It's called tungsten. This metal is called tungsten. So the first component we have today inside the glass bulb or the light bulb is the tungsten filament. What are then? Also, we have the glass bulb. It is similar to a bowl or a marble. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
And the third thing we have a base of the light bulb. Base means in Arabic القاعدة. This is meant
Mister.
by the base of the light bulb. Yes.
I am brother for the scene. This is meeting for grade 2 or 3.
I'm sorry, could you please raise up your voice?
This is meeting for grade 2 or 3.
This meeting is for grade 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have studied the components of the light bulb. First of all, we have three things. What are they? Filament. This is a filament. And also we have the glass bulb. It is made of glass. And we have the base of the light bulb. So my question now for Judy. Judy, can you please tell me what type of metal is used to make the filament? Judy, can you tell me?
Mr. Which Judy? There is 2.
There are two. Either of you can answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you ask the question again?
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question again. I am asking about the filament. Do you see the filament?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the filament. Can you tell me which metal or which material we use to make this filament? Can you guess? Who wants to answer?
No, I don't know.
No.
No, I told you before. We use the tungsten metal. This is a type of metal like gold, like silver, like copper, and so on. So tungsten is a metal. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr.
Okay, okay, I
Yeah,
have
it's
another
clear.
question for Bashar. Bashar, can you please tell me what is the material that we use to make the bulb of the light bulb? Is it made
Best
of
of
wood?
tungsten.
No, I'm not talking about the filament. I'm talking about the bulb, the bulb
But
itself. This shape,
glass of bulb.
glass. Yeah, we use glass to make the bulb. Very well, good job. Thank you, Bashar. So from these steps, we find that the light bulb consists of three main parts. What are they? First of all, we can find that there is a filament. The filament is made of what? Who can answer? Who can
Tungsten.
answer?
Tungsten.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. So we have the filament, which is made of tungsten. And also we have the glass bulb. Who wants to answer this question? What is the material used to make the bulb?
Glass.
Glass. We use glass. Very well. And also inside the bulb, we can find that there are two important parts. What are they? This is the first one, and this is the second one. What are they? Mister, please tell me, what are they? They are copper
Metal.
and lead wires. Yeah, you are right. They are metals. And also at the end of the bulb, especially at the base, we have a piece of lead. And also lead is a metal. Lead is a metal. Okay?
Okay.
So let's continue.
Okay.
Now we will watch a video that will help you to understand how the light bulb works. Okay? Are you interested to watch it?
Okay. Yeah.
So let's watch it together. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna reshare my screen. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I don't know where is my mouse. This is a very big problem. I'm so sorry. Don't be sad, please, okay? I'm gonna solve it. Okay, now we will watch it.
How does a light bulb work? The law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It simply changes from one form to another. A light bulb is a simple apparatus that converts electrical energy into light energy. A bulb is made up of a positive and a negative terminal embedded inside the glass casing with a tungsten filament that joins the two terminals. When electricity is supplied to the terminals, the flow of electrons heats up the thin filament in between to the point that it begins to glow. This process happens very quickly. The air inside the glass is actually a small amount of inert gas that helps prevent the filament from becoming too hot and breaking. When the light bulb has fused, it means that the thin coil inside has snapped, and therefore electricity cannot flow completely through the circuit.
Okay, now I will go back to the beginning of the video to ask an important question. So, do you see this child?
Yeah.
Okay, so this child is switching on the light. Which element or which component inside the bulb that gives out the light? That lightens. Which component that lightens inside the lamp? Who wants to answer? This is the component that gives out the light. Yes, thank you. What's your name?
I'm Judy.
Thank you, Judy. You have done a great job. So now we have just one important thing inside the light bulb that gives out the light, which is the filament. The filament is made of tungsten. So let's continue. Now we will study the structure of the filament. Okay, so this is the filament. Can you see this filament?
Yes.
When I mean,
Yes.
yes, this is the filament. So what is the structure of the filament? The filament is a coiled thin wire. It is thin, not thick. It is a coiled thin wire that is made of what? I have told you before. Is made of what?
Tungsten.
Tungsten, yes.
Tungsten.
The filament is made of tungsten.
Thanks.
Yes, very well. So, second, it is connected with copper and lead wires. Where are copper and lead wires? Here inside the bulb. These are copper and lead wires. They are connected to the tungsten filament. So, why is, you may ask an important question. Why is the filament made of especially the tungsten, not of the gold, not of the iron, or something like that? Okay, this is an important question. Why the filament is made of tungsten? Okay, because this is the easy answer, because it has a high melting point. It has a high melting point. What does this mean? This means when we switch on the light, if the tungsten filament or the filament is made of iron, it will melt and break. So we cannot use the copper or silver or any other element, especially from the metals, to make the filament. Okay, so that prevents the melting of the filament. So the question again, why we use the tungsten to make the filament? The answer, because it has what? It has a high melting point. The high melting point prevents the melting of the filament at what? At high temperatures. So what is the function of the filament? What is the function of the filament? I showed you at the video. If you still remember, the filament gives us heat and light. So it heats up and emits light when the electric current passes through it. Okay?
Okay.
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 Okay, let's continue. So what is the function of the copper and lead wire? Copper and lead wires, actually, they are just like connectors. They only connect the tungsten filament into the base of the bulb. Do you remember the base of the bulb?
Yeah.
Okay, so the function of the copper and lead wires here, they only allow the electric current. The electric current, maybe it means electricity, the word between these two brackets. They allow or let the electric current to what? To pass from the base of the bulb to the light bulb, to the tungsten filament, in order to make the tungsten filament heats up and emits light. Let's continue. Now we will study the glass bulb. Who knows which material the glass bulb is made of?
Glass.
Who knows? Who wants to answer? Yes, very well. It is made of glass. Very well. So,
Yes.
yes. So what is the function of the glass bulb? Maybe it has an important function. What is the function of it? So first, it prevents air from reaching the filament, because the air, if the air joined or reached the filament, what would happen? The air has what? Oxygen. Who knows what the oxygen makes? What the oxygen makes? Do you remember? What is the importance of the oxygen? We have studied before. Okay, I'm gonna remind. Yes, I'm all ears.
Can you repeat it? What you tell?
Okay. Why? What is the importance of the glass bulb? What is the importance of the glass bulb? Okay, the importance of it, it prevents air from reaching the filament to protect it from burning. Do you remember that we have studied before that the air has a gas which is oxygen? Do you know the oxygen?
Yeah.
We
Do you
know.
remember the oxygen?
We know it.
The oxygen is a gas
Yes. It helps
in
us
our
to
air. that burns and helps in burning. So if the air reached the filament, it would burn. Why? Because air has the oxygen. Okay, the second function of the glass bulb, it contains what type of inert gases? Inert gases, they are called inactive gases that you will study in grade 7. The second semester or the second term in grade 7, you will study the filament. Okay. So let's continue. There is an inert gas. Inert gas in Arabic معناه غاز خامل. هو ده صعب شوية فهفهمه لكم بالعربي. غاز خامل or inactive gas. Inactive gas, they don't burn or don't help in burning. غاز ملوش لازمة. So you will study this gas in grade 7, okay? So there is a type of gas inside the glass bulb. What is it? It is called argon gas. It is called argon gas instead of air. Inert gases are inactive gases. They don't burn and don't help in burning. So what is the function of the argon gas again? It protects the filament from burning when it heats up and increases its lifetime. So now I have some questions for all of you. Who wants to answer the first question?
Me.
Who wants to answer? Okay, tell me your name.
Ragad.
Ragad, okay, Ragad. So the first question is, space and space are the most artificial sources of light we use nowadays. Can you tell me what are the most artificial sources of light we use nowadays? We have two important. Do you forget it? Okay, who wants to answer? Thank you, Ragad. We will tell you now. Who wants to answer this question? We have space, and space are the most artificial sources of light we use nowadays. Do you remember?
Sun and electricity.
No. Again?
Sun and electricity.
No, I'm talking about the artificial sources. I'm gonna show you again. Okay, so we have the most two important popular electric lamps. We have studied. Yeah, tell me.
I want to
bulb
say it,
and
but it's too hard to
fluorescent
say.
lamp.
Yeah, we have the light bulbs and the fluorescent lamps. Okay, let's continue. The second question. Who wants to answer? Please raise your hand.
Me.
What's
Me.
your name?
Yusuf.
Okay, Yusuf, go on. The second question is for you. The electric
The
lamps.
The electric lamps convert the electric energy into light energy.
Very well, thank you so much. You have done so much. Thank you so much. Okay, who wants to answer the third question? Who wants to answer? Fatma, can you join us, please? Yes, Fatma,
Yes.
go on. This is your turn.
Number 3.
Number 3, yes.
Made of glass.
No, I'm talking about the light bulb, the filament. Read the question again carefully, please. The filament of the light bulb is made of what?
Filament.
Yeah, the filament. Yeah. Who wants to answer?
Me.
Tayyam, could you please answer me? Tayyam? Okay, Anas, who wants to answer? Yusuf?
Yes.
Judy? Yes. What's your name?
Yusuf.
Yusuf, go on. Answer the third question, please.
The filament of the light bulb is made up of
Is made of
tartan.
Tungis.
Fungus.
Tungsten. Very good. Thank you. It is made of tungsten. So this is your turn, Fatma. I think this question is easy. What is the name of the man who invented the light bulb?
Thomas
Fatma.
Edison.
Yeah,
Thomas
it is
Edison.
Thomas Edison. Thank you.
Thomas Edison.
Thank you so much. You all know the name of
Can
him.
I answer the other question?
Okay,
Miss,
go on.
can me tell the answer?
Okay, go on.
Can me answer?
Okay, go on.
Okay. An inert gas that
An
fills
inert gas or inactive gas that fills up the glass bulb of the lamp is what? Do you want some help? I can help you, never mind.
I know it is
It is what?
light bulb.
No? Does anyone know?
I know.
Try to remember.
Can I?
This is
I'm
not
Judy.
hard. Okay, Judy, go on.
Flagrant bulb.
Okay. It's
Judy,
argon gas.
raise up your voice, please.
It's argon gas.
It's argon gas. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now we have finished our lesson today, and I hope you enjoyed it. All of you. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.